All right, this is the fourth and final part of our trip over Imogene Pass. We're starting at part 4 at the summit of Imogene Pass, and we'll end up in Telluride. Now, as you recall from the third video, we were at the summit, just about to head down the hill. And so let's do that. Here we are looking around the summit. And we're going to go down the hill, which is to the right there. The left is the way we came up. But now, there's a long ways to go, and you've seen a lot of this, and frankly, it's not as interesting on this side, so let's speed it up by a factor of 10. In fact, we're just going to zoom right through here. What I want to do is take you down to the town of Tomboy, and we'll go a little bit more slowly through that. Now, we are zinging down the hill here. I do want to emphasize how steep this is. A lot of the places going down, I use that trick where I turn off the ignition and just let the engine without the spark hold me back a little bit. We've got a long ways to go down to get all the way to the bottom. The key thing, of course, here is to make sure that you stay upright and take your time going down. There's no points given for going extra fast and then crashing. Now, the town of Tomboy, which we're going to come into, we're going to suddenly slow down, and instead of doing it at many times regular speed, we're going to do it at just 3 times regular speed and go through the town of Tomboy. So we come into Tomboy here. Tomboy was a mining town. Unfortunately, in the San Miguel County area, they've not done a lot of work to preserve these old things, so mostly what you see are collapsed buildings and foundations. On the Ouray County side, on the other hand, there's been a lot of work put into place by the Ouray County Historical Society in cooperation with the Colorado Historical Society to preserve some of the old dwellings and mines and mills and so on, so that you can see them and see what they look like. In fact, in a previous video, I walked you through the Mayflower Mill in Silverton, which has been preserved. But you see here the ruins of buildings, the foundations of old buildings, and so on. It may look like it's kind of flat through here, but it's not. It's plenty steep, and you kind of take a gander here at where we're going. We're going out of this little hung valley, and then we're going to be very much on the side of the mountain as we work our way down into Telluride. You can see over on the hill there just a few aspens that have turned color. This video was taken on the 5th of September. I will be posting updates to the fall color as we go. And so let's resume our fast speed and just zing on down the hill here. You can see the road ahead over there. It just kind of winds its way along the face of the really a cliff at times there. It gets quite steep. Now we're back into the trees. So we get a little bit of this nice effect of being in the trees. That means we're down below about 11,000 at this point. You'll see that the hills are just as steep here as they are over on the Silverton side of the mountains. There's another structure there. And we're kind of going into the sunlight here, but you'll still see some beautiful views. Let's just ride the rest of the way into Telluride. Well, we're all but in Telluride at this point, and so I'm going to switch back to real time just so you can get a look at how the 1% lives. Telluride is a very expensive destination, and these simple homes that we'll be passing by, all beautifully landscaped and neat as a pin, start at around $1.5 million and go up rapidly from there. So it takes a little money to live in this town. We go around a few of the street corners here. The street that we come out on from Imogene Pass does not go all the way down to the main drag, so you have to take a turn. If you're coming from the other direction, there's a little tiny sign that shows you the right way to turn. There's no place to park here for ATVs or unlicensed motorcycles or side-by-sides. The only thing that's allowed over these roads are fully licensed vehicles. So if you're coming from the Uray side, you'll have to turn around and go back because there's no way through town. In fact, they stop you from going down pretty far out of town. Well, I'm checking out one little spot here where I think I'll pull to the side of the road and make a phone call. And so there is our trip from Lower Camp Bird to Telluride.